Do you feel nervous before a speech? Do you secretly pray that the event gets cancelled and that speech never happens? Or do you always think that you might mess it up and might embarrass yourself at the end of it? If the answer to any of these questions is a yes, these next few minutes might make a big difference in your life. Now, I have to ask you this. Why strive and struggle to learn public speaking? Is it really required for you to speak well in public to do good in life? After all, so many people are doing just fine without it. Well, that is your mind giving you a perfect excuse to feel safe and sound in your little cocoon. But if you're planning to do big things in life, which involve leadership and motivating others, public speaking will take you places that you can't even imagine. So make a commitment to yourself. Come what may, you will learn it and never back out. First things first, you're not alone. Whatever you think and feel today, every experienced speaker has been through it. Even after being a seasoned speaker, people do get nervous. When we get nervous, all it means is that we care. We care for the speech to go well. Nothing wrong with it. The only thing that experienced speakers do well is that they never allow that nervousness to take the form of fear. That's when people start to panic. Public speaking has two aspects, content and delivery. In this video, we are going to discuss a part of delivery, which is how to get rid of your performance anxiety or your stage fear. For other aspects, you'll find a video coming soon. Practice these 5 things to get really good at speaking and to get rid of that stage fear. Be courageous. Understand that no learning happens without mistakes. If you're learning anything new, you're bound to commit some mistakes. So don't think that your public speaking journey is going to be flawless. No person on this planet can claim that. There will be times when you look stupid. So what? You're learning, aren't you? You're perfectly entitled to look stupid when you're learning something new. So give it your best shot, but don't curse yourself if your initial speeches don't go well. I can promise you that your first, your 10th, and your 20th speeches would be very different from each other. You would grow in confidence as you get along. 2. Don't do many things at a time. Often people are told to have good eye contact, be fluent, don't take many awkward pauses, have a positive body language, so on and so forth. All of these things are important, but don't try doing all of them at once. You're already having a tough time even standing in front of people. Having so many variables to juggle with is going to make matters worse. So for starters, focus on your content. Even if there are some pauses, don't worry. Don't focus on what is happening. Don't think, oh, everything is going wrong. Am I looking stupid standing on the stage? Or what am I doing here? No. Focus on your content. You take a pause, the sky is not falling. Take a pause, go ahead further. Focus only on what you have to speak. Whatever you can come up with, go ahead, say that. It always happens in the initial speeches. Whatever we plan, we are always able to deliver less. But hold on, there will be a time when whatever you plan during a speech, you will deliver far more. You will start improvising and not just random thoughts, valuable thoughts. Number 3, visualize. Go on stage in an empty auditorium or meeting room and stand there. If you can't deliver your speech there, do it. Or simply start speaking there. Anything that comes to your mind. Stand there and imagine people looking at you. Now that might be a terrible thought at the beginning, that everyone has eyes on you. But that is what people aspire to do when they speak. People attentively listening to them is what speakers want. Understand that you're going to deliver something of value to them. That's a big deal. Realize the value that you create. They're not sitting there to judge you. They're there to get some information, some knowledge, some value from you. After a good speech, some of them will come up to you and thank you for adding value to their lives. Number 4, keep the initial part of your speech comfortable for you. Don't make it too complex. The reason is, if you start making complex statements first, you might fumble and lose confidence initially. Let those initial moments of nervousness pass, and once the nerves start to settle, you'll gain a lot of confidence. Number 5, practice. Practice a lot. I know it's a cliche in the public speaking word, but a cliche for a reason, because it is true. Practice will contribute the most in your public speaking life. Never miss an opportunity to speak up. If it's a group of friends or some colleagues at office, If they're discussing something, that's an opportunity for you to speak up. Before every speech, practice well. I know rehearsals don't sound cool, but they are speaker's best friend. Sometimes that joke that you listen that sounds so spontaneous, not spontaneous, very well rehearsed. Record yourself and observe. Don't criticize yourself too much initially. The time for that would come later. Too much criticism of yourself initially might prevent you from stepping up on stage. Take some deep breaths before a speech, calm yourself down, and nail that speech. So practice, 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 and kick that fear out of that stage. That is your territory, and you belong there. Know this. All the best for your next speech. That's it from my side on how not to be afraid while speaking. Do let me know in the comments, what is your biggest fear while speaking in public? Please like the video and share it with the ones who you think might benefit from it. Please subscribe to the channel for more content on personality development, communication skills, and English language learning. I'll see you in the next video. Happy learning.